Welcome to this quick video that I'm doing for you to introduce to you the physical product update that has rolled out and is now live. And we'll go into edit a product, and the first thing that you will see is the first thing here is change product type. As you can see, it's a new button here. If you click that, you will see that you can go and edit a product that you have existing. This is just an example product, and you can change either digital or physical. And now the option that comes up at the very beginning. When you create a new product, you will be met with digital or physical as the option to select. What we believe in doing is not providing you with every option under the sun, overwhelming you, making it complex and confusing to use, and having everything there with some things grayed out and making it difficult to understand why certain things are available and certain things are not. So we ask a simple question at the beginning: is this a digital product or is it a physical product? And from then on, the options within your settings for that product relate to whether it is a digital product or a physical product. So shipping, for example, will only show under the physical products that you've set up, because of course you don't ship digital products. So hopefully that makes sense. And you can obviously go back to any product you've already created and you can change the product type. Anything you've got now already running, that nothing's changed in the platform, they will still run as they are unless you go in and edit anything. But when you create a new product, you'll be met with that option first of all. Now let's jump straight to the fulfillment tab. Now, what you'll see here under this product is I've got a demo product. I've got three pricing options here. I have a one-time payment of $995. I have a payment plan, a 3-pay of $395, which is a total of $1,185, and a subscription of $95 a month. And this represents what somebody might realistically do with pricing options. They may have a one-time payment, pay up front, a payment plan to make it easier to pay, and then a subscription option as well. And we've got that set up, and that's important because I'm going to show you how you can set shipping around these and set options for each one of them as well in a second. So here we are in fulfillment, and you can see the shipping tab, and under shipping we've got a shipping option, standard shipping. You can see right here. I'm going to add another shipping option just to show you some of the functionality here. And again, we won't be able to show all of it today, but it will give you a brief overview of everything, and more will follow shortly with some of the key things that you can do. So if I add a shipping here, we'll just call it, we've got standard shipping, so let's call it premium shipping. And your list of providers, your fulfillment providers with the integrations that we provide will be here. Now, this is a demo account. Like I said, we only have manual shipping as an option right now, which is something that you can set up as custom and just put your own information in. But anything that you have integrated with will appear under here. When you select it, let's say you use disc.com. When you select disc.com, what will happen is it will come up with any options that they require. You fill them out, and then it will select that fulfillment provider for you. Very simple. We'll use manual for now, and it asks optionally under manual for the weight and the dimensions. So I'm just going to put some example weights and dimensions in here, so you can also change the measurements and the weight. And then you will see the following option, available to the following locations, and this allows you to set your shipping option to be only available to people in specific locations, whether that be everywhere, worldwide, national to you. Now, I'm in New Zealand, so it shows national New Zealand. If you were in, for example, America or the United States, you would see the US there. International outside of the US in that example, or outside of New Zealand for me, specific countries or specific US states. So I can go in and set specific countries that I want this available for. I'm going to leave it as everywhere and worldwide, but that's a very great and powerful feature. Bear in mind, the cart itself uses geotechnology to locate where the visitor to your cart is and display the appropriate options to them based on what you've selected. So they'll only see the shipping options that apply to them, and their country will be pre-selected in the drop down in the cart as well. All of this sort of stuff helps you with conversions. But we'll leave it as everywhere and set the price to, say, $25 as an example. Next, we're given the rules, and the shipping options available here are either grayed out or available depending on the options for your product. So you can see here we have this shipping option is available for specific quantities, for specific pricing options, if the customer purchased the bump or if the customer does not purchase the bump. These will show or not show depending on what options you've got set. So there's no bump for this product, so it's not available. If there were not specific pricing options for this product, it wouldn't show. If you didn't allow multiple quantity purchases, then that wouldn't show either. And so only the appropriate options show, again, to avoid any confusions or clashes or problems. So to give you an example for specific quantities, I could say, well, this shipping rate can be purchased when the customer purchases 5 or fewer of the product if you have multiple quantities available. And what that allows me to do is create tiered different shipping rates that only show up based on the quantity that they add. So if they add 4 of a specific item or the quantity set as 4 for a specific item in the cart, then they'll see this shipping option. But if I had another shipping option which said 5 or more, that would only show if they increase that. So you can create tiered options there, also based on the product's weight, because you know what the weight is and multiple quantities of the weight will add up. And so you can set many different rules here based on the quantities. For specific pricing options, you can choose to make it available only for specific pricing options. So I can say, well, this shipping option is only available for one-time payment because they paid me all up front. It's a cheaper shipping rate or it's a free shipping rate, and I'm only going to let them have that if they pay the one-time upfront option, for example. So again, you can drill down and set this specifically based on the pricing options that you've got in your product. So all of these things are very powerful features. Again, for the bump, so you could say if they have a bump, if the bump is available to them and they purchase the bump, give them a cheaper shipping option, for example. So all of that is easily configurable. Next, it will actually give me the specific options for the different pricing options, as you can see there. And you can set a label for each one. I'll just put an example one in there, which will then be passed through to your fulfillment provider. So you can have a different label for each different payment option, which will be passed through for you. And if you click next, it will go on to the next one, which you can see is a 3Pay. Now, when you go on to something like this, which is a split payment, you can see that there are other options available based on that type of payment method. So only ship the product after all split payments have completed, yes or no. Now I can say, yeah, you know what? I don't trust them. I'm only going to ship the product once they've paid for everything in full after the payment plan is complete, and then I'll ship them the product. Or I can say, no, that's totally fine. I trust them. This is just a payment option I'm giving them to make it more affordable. No, ship the product immediately. So you can see there, immediately, because you are going to a pricing option that has a split pay option in there, it's giving you the appropriate options. Again, making it easy for you and giving you a label as well. Under subscription, things get even more powerful. You can charge shipping on every rebill if you would like, or you can say no. And I'll give you examples of this. If I'm sending out a box of stuff every single month, and I'm incurring a shipping charge every month, then I may want to charge shipping every month for that subscription while it's active, and I would leave it as yes. However, if I'm, say, selling coaching and I send a big box out at the very beginning with all of my training manuals in it, but then after that, they're added to an online membership and they're charged monthly for that online membership access and access to me. Well, in future, there's no shipping associated with that, only with the first initial box that gets sent out. And I could say, no, only charge shipping on the first payment. After that, the subscription will carry on as normal without the shipping charge. And again, we give you the flexibility to set that very easily here. Now, another very powerful option is with certain fulfillment providers, if you want to ship something different each month or tier it over a number of months with different items being sent out, they require you to define a different item to them. And we allow you to do that by saying ship a different product for each payment, no, ship the same product for each one, or yes, ship a different product for each payment. And here I can add multiple different product IDs in to be passed on to the shipping provider by typing them in here for multiple months here. I can also, if I wish, not do every single month, but I could tier it. So say every quarter of the year or something, I could send something out, for example. So that gives you a huge amount of flexibility to work with your payment, with your fulfillment providers and send different items at different times, to send the same item, to charge shipping on every rebill or only first of all, to charge shipping on specific shipping options for specific payment options that are available or in specific locations, and everything else. So you can see it's hugely powerful, and really is a lot of power crammed into this here. And it's something that's also extremely easy to use, which we're very proud of, because it's quick and simple to set up and will ask you the questions along the way. We spent a lot of time to make sure that all that power is available whilst being very simple to use.